Hello and welcome to Mrs. Morales' science course. So in this 4-week course, they're going to be learning about Earth spheres and how they interact. Now, just a little course overview. Course information and instructor information. Um, Most importantly, this is the best way to be able to contact me. I check my email daily, so I'll be able to respond in a timely manner. Objectives for this course: students will demonstrate their abilities to identify the interactions between the four spheres. They're also going to be making connections to the real world by identifying situations in pictures or their surroundings where the spheres are present and interacting with one another. And finally, they're going to be creating a diagram. This is like a final project to describe ways that the geosphere, biosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere interact. Okay, let's go back to our 4-week overview. In the beginning here, this is just an outline of the different tools we're going to be using, objectives. Again, that's another place where you can find my information in my email. This folder right here has all the different resources that they're going to be using and utilizing throughout the 4-week course. But those resources can also be found within the weeks, so you can find them in 2 different places. So in week 1, we have our mystery. This is where they're going to start identifying the 4 spheres, and they're going to be creating their own categories. So they're going to be reading this story called Plaid Pete, and then they're going to get picture cards that correlate to the story. On those picture cards, they're going to categorize them into 4 different categories, and they're going to be doing so on a tool called Explain Everything, and they will be working on a group with this. And then at the end of week 1, they're going to be responding to a discussion post. Here's our symbol, meaning a discussion. They're going to be working, this is actually individual, and they're going to be identifying the 4 categories that they created with their groups and their reasoning for those categories. And that kind of wraps up week 1. Then week 2, they're going to be watching 2 different videos in the beginning, and these videos are just identifying the 4 different spheres and what those spheres are responsible for. And they're going to have a chance actually to go back and revise their discussion post. And if they found categories that they want to change or move pictures to different categories based off the videos that they watched, they'll be able to do so in this discussion post. And then finally, to wrap up week 2, they're going to be reading a PowerPoint on Earth spheres, and they're going to be taking 3-column notes to highlight important facts, and that will be turned in here. Then in week 3, moving along, in week 3, they're going to watch a video to start off the week. Now, this video is different from the video that they're going to see in week 2, because this one actually shows how the Earth spheres begin to interact. And then they're also going to get a set of different picture cards for week 3. Now, these picture cards are just different types of scenery they'll see out in nature. And in these picture cards, they're going to be participating in a live chat. And in this chat, they're basically just going to have a discussion on the different spheres that are present in the pictures, what features led them to believe that that particular picture represented a particular sphere, and just identify any interactions they see occurring in the pictures. And then they're also going to do a last discussion post for that week to wrap it up, just identifying finally how Earth spheres interact and kind of thinking ahead of what would happen if they didn't interact. So this kind of gives them a chance to look around and give examples in their real life situations of different spheres and how they're interacting. And then finally, last but not least, week 4, this is where our final project can be found. So they're going to be creating student models, and they're going to be submitting these student models where they're going to either upload an image or a file of their model. I also have an example of another student's model just so they can use it as an example. So on this model, they're going to be uploading a template, and they're using the tool called Notability. They're going to upload the template to Notability, and they're going to follow these directions, and they need to make sure to categorize each sphere with the correct color. And they're going to just be taking notes on the template and describing which different parts of the template represent what sphere. And again, they're going to be turning in their model right up here. Again, that's our symbol for assignment. And then last but not least, they are going to be creating a group presentation. In this group presentation, they're going to be each person in the group will be responsible for a different sphere, and they will be making slides, or they can use whatever web tool they choose to use. But they're going to be creating a presentation explaining to us the different spheres and what interactions they have experienced, and they're going to just be taking in everything that we've learned throughout the 4 weeks, and they're going to present this to the class. And lastly, just an individual assessment to show me what they have learned through this 4-week course. They're going to be taking a picture assessment, and it is optional to take a survey to kind of just tell me how their experience was through this course and things that I can change or improve, and that would be greatly appreciated. So I'm excited to start this 4-week course. It is going to be very interactive, a lot of collaboration, and I look forward to working with everybody. Thank you.